Hello, and welcome to DBODB Hot Ones, the show with hot nugs and even hotter questions. I'm here with my guest, David Troutwine.
And I'm here with my guest, Brad Fraley.
Dave, we'll go ahead and get started. I'll ask you the first question if you don't mind.
Should I eat my wing first?
Yeah, let's eat our wings. You know what the heck? I'm just
I'll
scared.
I'll eat mine and then I'll ask.
Okay, yeah, I like that. What are we dealing with here?
Small axe peppers?
Small axe peppers. All right. That's a nice way to start. A little easy into it. So, Dave,
do that.
You are here today. You live in Cambodia. It is a pleasure to have you here for DBODB Hot Ones.
It's good to be here.
DBODB closing ceremonies. Can you just tell us some of the challenges that you experience in managing a fantasy football team 14 hours ahead of the rest of America?
Yeah. Well, there's good and bad about that. The good news is I'm 14 hours in the future, so I have some insight into what's going to happen in the future. But other than that, I'm at a pretty big disadvantage because the games usually start for me at 1 a.m., which I go to bed at like 10:30, 10 o'clock. So it gets a little dicey when I have a player that might be hurt and I have to figure out what to do. I have to sometimes figure out how am I going to get a guy in my lineup? Do I have to set my alarm, wake up and check? So that's hard. Then AJ posts in the group chat, hey, I need to trade Tyreek Hill now, preferably in the next 10 minutes.
It's about your 3
Everybody got a shot, but that's me 3 a.m. I'm not up for that.
Yeah. That 10-minute window's quick with it.
You got to be there.
You got to be first in line.
You got to be first.
Yeah.
In fact, that may be the only prerequisite. You just got to be first.
Yeah. You just got to be first.
You just got to be first, man.
Well, so I'm sorry you have to...
but AJ did. I did bet AJ $20 that I'd placed.
Yes. Yeah.
So that was my easy trade.
Basically, the 20% off
your league fee. He responded immediately to that too.
Oh yeah, he's quick.
He's quick, dude. 10 minutes
for
or
better
less.
For worse.
10 minutes or less, man.
Better for worse.
Or your
no
money
thought,
back.
just do.
Or your money back.
Yeah.
All right, Brad, why don't you take a bite of your...
All right. Nug one.
Your first one. So I want to talk to you about Tony Romo. You've drafted Tony Romo 5 times. And that is the record, the DBODB record for drafting one single player the most times.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about who Tony Romo is to you. Why does he have such a soft spot in your heart? Be careful on your eyes.
Yeah, already starting here. Tony Romo, he is a player that I drafted early on, and my very first season in the DBODB, I was lost. I had no idea what I was doing. I think I missed playoffs, even though 12 teams make the playoffs. And I was searching for answers the next year. Next season, I draft Tony Romo. I have a successful season. I make playoffs, and it's just this feeling that I can't shake. And in my young adolescent mind, I associate Tony Romo playoffs. Tony Romo playoffs. Yeah. It's one and the same. So over the next 8 years, every chance I got, I was drafting Tony Romo. And I was grabbing Des Bryant, Miles Austin. I wanted as much Cowboys, as much Tony as I could get in that small amount of time. But as you know, he's got a fragile collarbone, 10 pounds of pressure. I know the calculations. I've seen it too many times. He had to give me the worst Thanksgiving of my life when he got negative 1.6 on Thanksgiving. You think I had a good Thanksgiving that year?
No.
It was horrible. I was in my room the whole night. But it's nothing but pain. I love Tony to death, but it was a dark time for me. It was a confused time. He seduced me year one, and I couldn't get him out of my mind.
I get it. Well, shout out to you, Tony Romo, if you're watching this. I feel you with your collarbones. I've had similar issues, so hope you're staying strong.
Love you, Tom. So let's move on to wing number 2 for you, Dave. We're going to go with Dirty Dick's hot sauce.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Let's do this.
Very nice.
That's pretty good, too.
Very nice. So, Dave, you are the only owner in the DBODB to have never missed the playoffs. 14 years, 14 trips to the playoffs. How have you managed to stay so consistent throughout the years?
I think at the end of the day, you just got to come ready on draft day. And usually I come with some picks that I like, and they just have to pay off. Hopefully get a guy in the free agency, something like that. But I'm just looking to give myself a chance to win. And I think next year I'm going to play a little bit more aggressively. I'm going to make some bigger picks, a little more risky, but I need to win a ship. It's been too long. Tired of just showing up to the dance. I'm not like these guys out here that just are happy they made playoffs. Half these guys can't even get in, but I'm here to...
I know.
I'm not just looking to get to the dance. I'm looking to dance.
Look at the dance. I hear you.
I'm not going to no party, not dancing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Looking to let my hair down and get this party started. So, see you guys next year on the ship. You heard it here first.
Want to go for nug number 2?
So, Brad, you're the stat man, and we get to benefit from all the research that you do, bringing together the hottest stats, current, past, spreadsheets, graphs, all of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if most people know all the work and hours that go into making these things happen.
Yeah. It's about, I'd say on a weekly basis, about 3 hours of work. And you might think I'm kidding. I'm not kidding. It's about 3 hours of work. And I do it every week. I have the regiment, the scores are finalized on Tuesday. I get to work on Monday. I get everything I've done that I need to get done. And I jam on the stats. I update all the stats in my Excel. It's a file that is too big to email now. It has so much data in it. I actually can't email it. It's got that many megabytes in it. It's got every player that has ever played a snap in the DBODB. It's recorded on this spreadsheet and it's parsed into data that we can understand. And I also update the league homepage. I don't know if people are out there knowing this. I know my boy Kyle. He tells me that he reads it. Ryan didn't even know when I asked him in week 14 if he had read the league page. He had no idea. So when I hear stuff like that, it makes me wonder on a Tuesday morning, what am I doing? Should I be working instead?
I mean,
and then I come to my senses. I'm like, no, this is important.
yeah.
But it's a tough road for sometimes little glory. But if just one person's reading and seeing it, it's worth it to me.
Well, it's crazy how heavy that file is, man.
It's heavy. You couldn't lift it.
No, I couldn't lift it, dude, and it can't stay in the cloud.
No,
Things
it
gotta
can't stay in the
on the
cloud.
ground.
So we're praying for no major computer malfunctions. It's got
So-
a big USB drive.
So if, in terms of your stat creating career, what is the biggest accomplishment that you think you've made? It could be an example of something that you've done that's like, this is your, like if, who's Brad Fraley?
Yeah.
You've created this thing. You've
My
collected
signature
this,
stat.
Your signature stat.
Signature
That's a great
stat.
question.
So it might not be, there's one that I do value quite a bit in DBODB. It's called the overall wins, and it's a calculation that if every team played every team every week, what would their record be at the end of the season? I think it's a very good gauge of when you take the luck of the schedule out,
Yeah.
you get to see, hey, who's the strongest team?
Yeah, I like that.
Probably the most difficult stat I've had to collect is the head-to-head all-time records. It's a nested if statement with about 460 characters. It is a beast. You haven't seen anything like this. Took me about 2 days to get. But it's done. It's finished. It works now, and I love seeing it. I love getting to see how people fare against other people.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad your fantasy football commissioner status has really helped you with your accounting,
Yeah.
taking you to the next level.
And
Made you a hot
no
commodity on
lie,
the market.
it's actually taught me Excel.
Yeah.
And I use it
that
at
goes
work.
a long way.
So you're welcome.
All right,
Dave, we're going to move on to wing number 3. The Fiery Fool should be starting to step up the heat here at this point. This sauce has been described to some as gross
Oh my gosh.
or disgusting or lacking of flavor.
Oh, man.
How do you feel?
Oh.
I think that about says it all, to be honest.
I don't like that.
So I think if you ask anyone in the DBODB, the biggest rivalry we have is David versus Diego.
I agree with that.
How did this rivalry start? I mean, what? I mean, these things don't happen out of nowhere. There has to be some kind of genesis.
Yeah, me and Diego have known each other for a long time. I love Diego, dude. But we've raced each other since we were kids. Just foot races, FIFA battles, head to head, Dreamcast. Dude, we've gone head to head, dude, with everything. And Diego's been the same his whole life. I'm better than you. He'll be like, you beat him in FIFA like 5 times in a row, and he says, I'm still better than you. And you're like, what evidence?
Sounds familiar.
So we just keep going for it, and Diego talks, I like to talk, he gets the people stirred up.
Yeah.
I like to stir Diego up. I like to stir the pot that stirs the pot.
Yeah. Stir the pot that stirs the pot. I hear you.
Yeah. I like to be the stick that stirs the
Pot that stirs the pot. I hear that. And I mean, as he is your biggest rival and the biggest rivalry we have in the DBODB, does it mean a lot to you that you've pretty much utterly dominated most of that?
The thing is, he
thing?
still stands. I just interviewed him like an hour ago. He still stands in here saying, where's the stats to prove that I'm better than him?
I mean, I could get those fairly easily.
We'll put that up again right
Yeah,
here.
what's right here? It's going to be wins, points, rank,
Just all of it.
championships, playoff appearances.
Yeah, I'm not afraid.
Semifinal appearances, top 3s. I can't really think. He has 2 last places. You have
places.
0. So
that's a
he
title
does
that I don't have.
He has more. So yeah.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Good job, Diego. More to come.
Oh,
Brad, you
okay.
your next one.
The fiery fool.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Brad, you and I both know that being commissioner comes with a lot of criticism. Basically, constantly. Constant uproars based on based on logic or not. But you're a bit of a public figure in the DBODB. You're under you're under a microscope, under constant criticism. How do you handle the criticism that comes your way? I know you're a guy who doesn't like being criticized. You like being on people's good side. You like to give the people what they want. How do you operate in this impossible position?
Yeah. Right, can I have some milk? Before I answer, I need to have a little milk. I think a little sugar too.
You want a lollipop?
I don't think that'll help.
I can feel it like right up in my eyes, dude. Like
My neck is burning. The back of my neck is burning.
it's my cheeks.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I can answer this question.
Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Now we gotta back you.
So, sometimes I think being a commissioner is a lot like being a parent, you know? You bring this thing into the world, this creation. You see all these young people and you try and teach them and mold them and put these guidelines in place. And as these kids grow up and they mature and start to form their own cognitive thoughts, they start to think they know better than you. They start to think, hey, I can do this better. I should do this better. And they don't like it when you punish them. No. You reprimand them, slap on the head, you know? Marky, to this, we're talking 10 years, and he's still banging that drum that, you know, he shouldn't have lost the championship. Marky, I stand by the punishment. And truthfully, yeah, I got a big flaw. I want people to like me. Who doesn't, you know? I love them, and I want to be loved by them. But at the end of the day, if you're going to run a league that is top-notch, you're going to have to make sacrifices. And if I have to sacrifice people liking me, that's what I'm going to do.
Is there anything you want to say specifically to those people who just on you every single day? Anything you want to tell them?
You don't know how much I lose sleep at night. How much I work every day to make you happy. I love you. I love you, and I want nothing but this league to be the best. And if you can't see that, I'm sorry. But it's true. I just want to be the best league we can be. Join me. Work with me. Frick. Okay, Dave. It's time for the bomb. This is going to be a hotter wing.
I'm genuinely unhappy.
I'm not happy. Go ahead, Dave. Do the bomb. Dave, you want a little milk?
Oh, yeah.
What? What's wrong with you? Oh! Well, since you're doing
Oh, it hurts, dude. That doesn't even feel hot.
Oh, it doesn't feel good.
Oh, dude, I feel like my like right here's about to explode.
So Dave, since you kind of processed that, there is a little bit of a buzz in the DBODB at this point. We're nearing on 1 decade since Dave Troutman has been in a DBODB championship, 2011. People are starting to say the cracks are showing, that your luck has run out. The statistics show that you actually have had the easiest strength of schedule in your playoff opponents, and that's the facade is starting to fall off. What do you have to say to the haters that say, yeah, Dave was good back then, and he's still riding on those scores, those laurels, but now Dave is just like the rest of us. He's a common folk. Not DBODB deity like you were in the beginning.
Do you feel like I'm falling off a little bit?
Now, is that
These young guys come up, huh?
I was just thinking, is that a product of the improvement in the league, or is that a product of you fading?
I don't think I'm fading. I think I'm still getting it done. This year I had a rough year. I had some bad things go I had some things that didn't go my way. I just got to get myself the best opportunity to win, but I think I've just gotten a little too safe. I need to make bigger risks, make bigger plays. Oh, my face, man. My
You
tongue wants to
sweat a lot. I
stop.
almost said you're bleeding a lot. I'll probably sweat blood.
I just need to step up. I just think I'm getting too safe, and that's what I need to get over the hump. I need to attack first place. But you know, I try to give myself a chance to make playoffs, and that's all you can do. You got to get to playoffs and hope for the best. You never know what's gonna happen, man. Kenyon Drake's winning Ben the league. Kenyon Drake.
I know.
Anyone could have had him. Anyone could have picked him out of free agency.
You have to tell me. You hate to see it.
I haven't fallen off, but I just need to. I need to take a little bit more risk to get that reward. I think that's what it takes now. Is you can't just get an average team to win you the budge. An average team can't win it for you. You got to go for the. I can't even think.
No,
man.
I hear you.
Oh, okay.
I
think I
was,
finished.
was this hotter than the last one?
Yeah, dude. I feel like I'm floating.
Okay.
Oh, fudge.
Okay.
Good.
I'm gonna do the bar.
Well, today is Monday. Dude, I am literally dizzy, dude.
You gotta give me a second.
Oh,
Dude. This is gonna.
I didn't. Oh, dude, I can't believe it.
What are we doing?
Dude,
What are we
man.
doing? Oh! What are we doing? That's
Dude,
too
I'm
much.
sweating, dude. Oh. I literally can't see straight. I feel like I have weird clarity though. I feel like if I could think about something, I could think really good about it, but I'm like unable to think at the same.
You gotta ask me the question.
Okay.
You gotta ask me the question.
Okay, today's Monday, December 23rd. 2019-2020 championship will be decided tonight. We got a kicker going. Dan Bailey?
Yeah, Dan Bailey.
You got Dan Bailey going tonight. Needs 20 points. Shortly after this, you could be either wearing the blazer or you could be the guy placing the blazer on another man's back. Ben Santia. I mean, what does that mean to you, man? How does it feel? The polar opposites of the things that could be happening at closing ceremonies. Being the champion or crowning the champ.
To be honest, Dave, I'm done. I need 20 points out of Dan Bailey.
It's not looking good.
It's happened 20 times. There's been 2,441 kickers in DBOB history. It's happened 20 times. 0.7%.
Definitely wouldn't want to be you.
I blew it. And Miles Sanders.
Oh, it hurt, dude. It's coming out my nose, I think.
Miles Sanders. He broke a big run. And he had nobody in front of him. And he slid. And if he'd scored, I'd only be down 11.
That's terrible. I mean, when else has that happened? Someone got knelt. Someone was kneeling.
Todd Gurley. Todd Gurley did it in 2016, but I've never seen it affect someone like me. It's never happened. I've seen it happen, and you think it's a smart football play, but they were up 7 points. They were up 7 points with like 30 seconds to go, just run it in.
We get it. That's what I would have done.
And now I'm just sitting here, and Ben's gonna win 2 in a row, and I lost just like my brother, and my dad's embarrassed by us. I gotta go over to my dad's house tonight. I don't even know how I'm gonna tell him that I lost.
You're not even going to be able to go.
It's just sitting on my tongue. How do I get rid of it?
Dude, it's me right here, man. I can't believe it. My cheeks are freaking on fire, dude. All right, let's finish this
I'm
up.
about to throw up. I think I'm about to throw up.
Can I eat this one?
Eat whatever the last one is. I don't know. He's eating the last one.
Reaper. Tastes like ants.
Cool. Dave, I've got a question. When you helped create this league, did you have any idea what it would turn into? What makes this league so special? I mean, because we play in other leagues, right? And we play in other leagues. I'm not going to lie. This isn't a brag. I've won $825 this season. Okay? I did. That's pretty good. I would trade every last dollar of that money to have my name on the plastic trophy for eternity. I don't care. What makes this league a league where you want that?
when we first created this, I had no idea. How am I supposed to talk?
Go!
Is that natural?
Go!
When we first created this league, I had no idea what was going on because we were like 12. But we didn't even have the technology back then to do what we do now. So if you would have told me about the technological advances we were going to have, I would have not even believed you. But technology has really paved the way for the DBODB to move forward. Full video production, green screens, next gen stats. We wouldn't be here without technology. We're really a product of being millennials, being a 21st century kids, growing up with the internet and all that stuff. Without that, we would be different people. So thanks, internet, for helping us, giving us the tools we need to make DBODB great. I love it. It's the best league in the world. Sometimes I ask myself, are we doing too much? Are we too old for this? Did you just blow on me? I just felt wind.
Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm trying to breathe.
I don't know, man. I mean, there's no one better, dude. Nothing better than the DBODB. Mm-mm. So I'll ask you that same question. What makes the DBODB? What makes it special to you?
You know what, dude? It's like you said. It's all those things. It's.
Oh, you didn't even eat your
I'm
wing.
trying to avoid
Okay, eat
it.
it first.
I hope you forgot.
Eat it first. I did forget.
I feel so close to puking.
This one's not as hot.
You promise?
Yeah. Tastes like ants, though.
Have you eaten ants?
Yeah. And cereal.
I don't feel anything.
Do you
Okay.
feel like you're in a different headspace?
Yeah. I feel terrible. I feel like this is never going to end. It didn't end for like an hour last time I had it.
We're not out of the woods yet.
So, all those things you said, Dave, there's a lot of work that goes into making the DBODB great. A lot of things that you do, a lot of things that people like Ryan do. We had the minor leagues, we had social media. But I think when you boil it down, we have a group of 14. I almost took an eye. 14 extraordinary gentlemen. And like you said, I'm 28 years old. I wonder sometimes, I'm 28. Am I too old for this? But you know what, Dave? At the end of the day, I'm with 14 men that I love to death. I love each and every one of these men. And we have fun together, doing stupid stuff like this, playing fantasy football, taking it a little too seriously. And I wouldn't trade it for the world because I just have a good time and it keeps us connected, keeps us close. And above all else, it's about friendship. And yeah, it's painful sometimes. There's disagreement sometimes, but at the end of the day, I love it, man. I love serving you guys. I love making this happen. And I wouldn't change anything for the world. And I mean that from right here.
I'm almost 30. You're almost 29.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. What do you think we should say to ourselves, DBODB members, when we're 50 years old? What kind of message do we want to send ourselves in the future to encourage ourselves to keep the DBODB, in case we get soft and we're older?
Never forget, man. Never forget what it feels like to be a kid and to take this to the next level and keep your friends close. You guys are like family to me. And you know what? We're having kids right now. We're responsible for raising the next generation
The fantasy football
of
players.
fantasy football. I'm having a kid. I'm having a boy. And Kyle's having a boy. You know, if I have girls, I'm not sure how that's going to work. We might have to start it
The
separately.
DBODB has not been very progressive in
We're
terms
not
of
progressive.
allowing women into the league.
So that's a debate for another time. I'm good. That's a debate for another time. When I don't feel like this.
All right.
Dave, how about you? What do you tell yourself?
I mean, yeah, we're going to be having families and kids. We already have families, but we'll have kids. Use your kids as props. When they get older, just they could do more stuff. We need to have a video at some point featuring children. Not making them work beyond what's
Acceptable.
to the state of California, but so that, and like you said, Brad, we need to keep this league safe, but we need to keep having a good time. This league's not about being mature. It's about doing things that no one else is doing, and that's what we got to keep doing. We got to stay on the cutting edge. Never quit. Never give up. Always be a champion. That's my message to you, DBODB, in 20 years.
So David, this camera. Tell the DBOD whatever you want.
Well, I'm here visiting you guys, visiting my fantasy football family. So hopefully, for those of you who haven't seen yet, I'm hoping to see you. Be back in Cambodia at the end of January. Things are going great. Hasn't been great for my fantasy football career, but I'm doing my best with what I got. Never give up, never quit. And I'll be here. You'll see me. You know where to find me. You can find me in the playoffs. You can find me. You can find me in the chip next year, hopefully. But you, Brad. This camera. Tell the people what you got going on.
I've had a kid in February. I told you that, son. When you watch this in 18 years, I freaking love you. Ben, congratulations on your win tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and concede, man. It's probably not gonna happen. You're a worthy opponent, and God, you're so damn likable. I can't be mad at you. Congratulations,
Love you,
two-time
Ben.
champ. Boys, we'll see you at closing ceremonies. Love you all.
Good luck to all. Good night.
Frit!